Hi, I'm Pat McCormick. How cool is that? Behind me is the flag that flew over Fort Mchenry, or a replica of one. Welcome to Go Soldiers. Today we're at Fort Mchenry, famous for the Battle of 1812 and the Star Spangled Banner. I'm down by the seawall, and I just crossed over 12 people. Hallowed ground, Fort Mchenry. Francis Scott Key was on a British ship in the harbor watching the fort get bombarded. In the morning, the flag was still there. He penned a poem that would later become the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Go Soldiers mini movie starts right now. Hi, I'm Pat McCormick. Welcome to Go Soldiers. Today we're at Fort Mchenry, famous for the Battle of 1812 and the Star Spangled Banner. Behind me is a statue of Armistead. He was in command of the fort during the battle. There's also a fort named after him, Fort Armistead, which I visited on another occasion. Well, I found this little hidden spot to get away from all the people here. And of course, I think I got an EVP already. Okay, I asked, are there some guys here that want to cross over, go to heaven? And he said there is some. Listen. There is some. Alright, I told him to go get the rest of the guys, and we'll get this done now. So I'm going to wait here a little while, and then cross some people over, hopefully.
Fort Mchenry down by the seawall, near the picnic tables and the boat launch.
We're here at Fort Mchenry. I'm down by the seawall, and I just crossed over 12 people. Check it out. Oh man, that's nice. Makes me feel good. All right, I've succeeded so far in crossing people over. Let's go check the rest of this place out. Hallowed ground, Fort Mchenry. The fort's closed, unfortunately, but I had to come here anyway. Battle of 1812, this was it, baby. They withstood the British bombardment, while other troops managed to stop the British invasion on North Point. How cool is that? Behind me is the flag that flew over Fort Mchenry, or a replica of one. There it is, the Star Spangled Banner, waving over Fort Mchenry. A beautiful day on a historic spot. During the War of 1812, Key and British prisoner exchange agent Colonel John Stuart Skinner dined aboard HMS Tonnant as guests of the British. Skinner and Key were there to negotiate the release of prisoners, one of whom was William Beans, a resident of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, who had been arrested after jailing British troops who were taking food from local farms. Skinner, Key, and Beans were not allowed to return to their own sloop because they had become familiar with the strength and position of the British units and their intention to launch an attack upon Baltimore, and Key was unable to do anything but watch the bombarding of the American forces at Fort Mchenry during the Battle of Baltimore on the night of September 13th through 14th, 1814. At dawn, Key was able to see an American flag waving, and he later wrote a poem about his experience entitled Defense of Fort Mchenry, which was published on September 21st, 1814. His publisher, Thomas Carr, adapted it to the rhythms of composer John Stafford Smith's To Anacreon in Heaven, a popular tune of the day. Years later, these grounds here would be covered with buildings, and a vast hospital was built here to house men from World War I. So these grounds here have all been covered with buildings. Well, I crossed 12 men over so far, had lunch, and I'm just checking out more of the grounds here at Fort Mchenry. Well, wrapping up my day here, sitting by the water. There's 2 jellyfish now. Interesting.
Mchenry, November 14th, 2020.
Help.
Mchenry, November 14th, 2020.
Okay, I heard help twice. All right, I'm gonna help you.
Alright, sir. Door to heaven. Please go in. Your family and friends. Take this man home. Send him where he belongs.
Wow, is that cool? Wonder what made that happen. One. Thank you. All right, well, I got another soul over who asked for help, and it was just one, but everyone counts here at Fort Mchenry. Nice day, a lot of people, a lot of geese. Huh. Isn't that something? There it is, the Star Spangled Banner. Happened right here. Francis Scott Key penned the poem while on a British ship out in the harbor. In the morning he saw the flag had survived. And that's what became the national anthem. The song was finally adopted as the American national anthem more than a century after its first publication. First by an executive order from President Woodrow Wilson in 1916, and then by a congressional resolution in 1931 signed by President Herbert Hoover. Feels good. Folks, going to wrap it up here. This is Pat McCormick for Ghost Soldiers. See you next time.